Hello everyone again, and I am a founder and CEO of Global Sustainable Futures Network. I'm Dr. Renuka Thakore from UK, and I started this network 5 years ago now, and we believe in advancing multidimensional sustainability governance and how it happens and I will give you this presentation is very long, but I will skip few things and just highlight few things, and then I'll go to other videos and presentations who will so the GSFN coordinators are here, and I welcome them again and thank you for being with me here, and I will allow them to speak. So I thought I will just give a snapshot of GSFN and then move towards them. So this GSFN has a mission and vision, and core intention is to decrease inequalities in the world. And this is a link to YouTube TED Talk where I have explained in 5 minutes my vision and objectives, and I won't go to that, but I will share a link to everyone on the chat. So today we have 8,000 coordinators in 180 countries, and I'm really proud that about it. When anyone joins GSFN, we give out a chair badge, and it depends on 6 elements. One is SDG number, the one you choose or one that drives your sustainability journey. And the second is domain in which you are working. So it could be research, education, enterprise, and community. And then there is a level where you may choose global, country level, or sector level, or whatsoever. We have home level, we have university, we have tribal level, and so on. And then you choose 3 words that prescribe your activities. And with these 6 elements, you become a unique chair of the world. And you don't do extra anything. You keep on doing what you wish to do. And then at the end of the year, you show us some evidence. And every year we provide some awards. Based on the activities you have done, which is bronze, gold, silver, and diamond award, platinum awards. And we have so far given 600 awards. So, and what drives our culture is independent, interdependent, collaborative model, that we are all independent, just as Beno and I are independent, but still we are interdependent on each other, and we make happen a collective contribution towards the sustainability. So that is what it is in essence. And this type of interdependent leadership model allows us to create a cultural leadership, and that is what highly sustainable. So I'm not going deep into the theories at the moment, but quickly share. So this is our site, and you may visit that. I will also put a link to the site. And our achievements are like we have connected to 2 million individuals and organizations together. And we have 2,000 or more hours of online videos, and we have 27,000 LinkedIn connections. As I already said, we have delivered, given 600 GSFN awards, but we also have received 7 prestigious awards, and we have made 5,000 media posts, and we have also participated in more than 500 high-level dialogues. And we have also achieved, received 6 research grants, and we are bridging the gaps between Global South and Global North, and we are trying to transform the landscapes in low and medium income countries. So having said that, we highly believe in sustainability, that is a sustainable development, education for sustainable development, where people, you know, the education must be translated into sustainability stewardship and contribute to social justice, global citizenship, future-facing outlook, and environmental stewardship. So that is where our these you know drivers all come, and like we want to drive our way towards this achievement. And then I also believe that any institution has to uh, uh, follow a institutional wide collaborative approach, meaning that whatever the say especially this lies with universities, but it also applies to most organization, because nowadays all organizations are into research and development and education and so on. So whatever we do or whatever we uh, deliver in education, research, operations, and extensions, that is community engagement, they all should be driven by sustainable values. So that is our sustainable development goals values. So that is where my, for me, it is that. So, and for but specifically, I feel that educational institutions are at the core of this, because they can connect to community, they can connect to the end users like agriculture or farmer and so on, and they can train. So they are the main trainers of future leaders. And these future leaders need practical experience or practical insight into how to take a decision for any problem or the future problem. And that is what university must teach. And therefore, engagement between all these, stakeholders, that is community, organizations, businesses, and university, and the end users, is very, very important. Now, coming to the Africa, I have initiated 20 million farmers initiative in Africa, which is called Facilitating Agriculture Resilience Through Market-Driven Carbon Opportunity for Regenerative and Nature-Based Solutions. And these specifically want to achieve these six objectives, which would ensure fair pricing, improving financial inclusion, enhancing transparency and traceability, streamlining trade and efficient digital markets, and integrating climate benefits into allowing farmers to earn from carbon credit and leverage real-time data for decision making. And we have partnered with a few partners, which I will skip now. And finally, I would say that we have also inviting champions for this initiative, and we have already got 300 champions and 3 million people joining us, farmers joining us. The second one is Green Awards, which are all around the world, worldwide. And here specifically, we are focusing on SMEs, and because the SME's performance is mainly compromised because of lack of resources, but also lack of overlook that they contribute little to the carbon emission and does not need to do anything. But however, we know that there is a huge call for SMEs to contribute towards sustainable development goals. And we have these awards for all types of organizations, especially helping businesses to excel and recognize excellence. And we have already created comprehensive frameworks to uh, assess them. And there is an award system where each signatory or the organization joining the award system would get one award, one level of award. And here again, we have done a, a strategic partnership. We are looking for strategic partnership with various stakeholders at country level and so on, so that they can be very instrumental in, uh, you know, sharing these initiative and also driving the initiative from the country context. I won't go through these details, and there are 5 levels of awards in this system, as in this initiative. We also have a template, this which explains how they will be scored, how for the awards, and what type of preparation they need to do for this award, and everything is given, even the examples are given, and so on. So these are a few things we do. Now coming to the ASEAN region, we have this initiative, which is 100 projects in 100 weeks, and we are inviting people to join our program. And here again, it is mainly about digital connection, impact trading, and empowering farmers or end users, and fostering innovation-driven partnership between US, UK, and ASEAN. So this is where and I will stop now, just going through it if I have not forgotten mainly. Yeah, so that's it from me. So thank you very much for listening to me. And then now I will call upon few GSFN coordinators who are already here, or I can play their recording as well. So thank you very much. I will stop for a minute if anyone has a comment or question, and then I will invite people. Thank you. Yes, I can share the slides. I will do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Renuka. No, we're just waiting until you can bring in your people, and then we're going to listen to them. And we have the discussion at the end of your whole discussion
Wonderful.
panel. Yeah?
Wonderful. Thank you very much. So, Ibrahim, are you ready with your presentation? I see Ibrahim here. Please introduce yourself, and if you are ready, you can go ahead.
Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I am Ibrahim Nea. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but if you speak a little loudly, that would be great.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll close my mic and try to speak loudly. So 1 minute, I will share my presentation. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you again for this opportunity to present my research work, especially on the impact of climate change on thermal comfort in sub-Saharan Africa or climatic zones. I'm based in Burkina Faso. It is in West Africa, a country close to Ivory Coast and also Ghana, for those who don't know. So I'm working on thermal building simulation and also building physics. And my field of research is modeling buildings and also collecting data to make sure that the overheat due to climate change don't affect too much people for the next years. So I will just present some slide of that long presentation and also be ready for the discussion. So here I use previously validated thermal models from my research thesis. And I modeled also a building representative of rural housing in Africa. And also we use models with reduced complexity because they are easy to implement. And then we did also comparative analysis of new developed material with adequate mechanical strength, and the other material much less resilient. So especially for that research, I'm willing to present the differences in terms of building materials uh, to to see how they can be resilient, especially for people living in rural area in Africa who have not a lot of money to purchase concrete, but also willing to use sustainable materials. So there are some limits to this study. As I said, the building is not really representative of urban or familiar dwellings because it is just a pilot. And the building response is not only impacted by the building materials, but also by the other envelope component. Here in this presentation, I kept them fixed, so I need to highlight that also. The research results are not extensible to workplace that might face different climate change impact, and the adaptive thermal model comfort of HRSA is not really representative of the thermal comfort of people in the region. So there are ongoing researches uh, trying to adapt that model to sub-Saharan Africa, but it is very good to highlight that here. So here you have the methodology that we used. You have different scenarios, uh, and we use data from Meteornom. We have a baseline for 2020 data, and we have also different climate change scenarios. And then we use an approach consisted of validating the thermal model. So that was done in a previous research. Now here we used also Python, and we try to simulate the different comfort time and also degrees of discomfort using different building materials. Sorry. So these are uh, the specification of the different climate change scenarios that we use. These are available in the IPCC report, so I'm just sharing them. We have four scenarios here, and we used almost these scenarios to make sure that we can get comparative results. So here we have a model of that we used to simulate thermal comfort that is according to assurance standard available. And then this is how we show the number of thermal comfort. So you see here you have that band, and that zone is for people who are in comfort. So when we get outside that the zone, we can have discomfort times outside these limits. So that is just, and then this is the formula we use to calculate the degrees of discomfort. I will go quickly. Then if you have questions, I can come back. So when we looked at the different scenarios for climate change, you can see that the more we progress in the scenarios, you can see that we have the number of days of discomfort are increasing. That is normal because the more we change the scenarios, we are increasing the stress, the thermal stress, and therefore we will have more degrees of discomfort. Then here you can see a plot for a summer comfort simulation. We used here two types of building material. We have Adar, that is orphan material, available and cheap in Africa, so easy to use for people in sub-Saharan, in rural areas. And we have also compressed earth blocks, and we have two, one with concrete CP and one with geopolymer. These are new materials developed in Africa. So what we can see on this graph, and we would see that it is almost repeated for the other scenarios, is that the indoor comfort time when we are using Adobe, that is much, much higher compared to compressed earth block scenarios. It means that Adobe is really good for this type of buildings. And when we come to the winter scenario, you can see that we are just repeating the same scenario. You can see that Adobe is also good for winter scenarios, and this is repeated. But when we move from 2.6 scenario to 4.5 scenario, you can see that now the difference between Adobe and the different compressed half block is decreasing. It means that at some time, because the thermal stress has increased outside, we cannot really see the difference inside the buildings. And that is for the SUMA scenario using Adobe. You can see that that difference remains when it is SUMA. But during winter time, you can see that the difference between the different materials slightly decreased. So I have the same type of graphics for the different scenarios, including the 8.5 one. And you can just look at these graph and see that mainly Adobe is better compared to the different compressed earth block that we are currently recommending in the literature. So in terms of conclusion, what can we say? We can say that we know that the energy demand for building cooling can triple according to the least favorable scenario 8.5. Other materials showed better thermal comfort compared to the new developed materials. And although the degree days of discomfort so that other material release often more heat during cold conditions in the indoor environment. Therefore, the new ecological materials can replace both good thermal performance and mechanical strength to withstand heat stress and flood due to climate change. But extensive research on the performance of material for urban buildings is still expected. Also, the potential to use passive strategies should be harnessed to increase the resilience of the urban buildings regarding climate change negative impact. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you. If anyone have question, you can write down in the chat. We'll continue with this, and then maybe if we are left with some time, we will discuss. So thank you very much. I see Amina over here. If she wants to talk anything, do you want to speak, Amina?
Hello, how are
Hello.
you? Nice to see you. So
Are you going
I
to
thought
present anything, Amina?
no, because I sent the video to you.
Okay, wonderful. So I have that.
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce the main project is in the establishing of the 54
Hold
consortium.
on. Let me
which-
share the screen and then you can speak. Okay?
But it's a video, so it would just run.
All right. You carry on then. Please do.
Okay, thank you. So the 54 consortium is a pan-African endeavor, and it called, there was a call to women across Africa who wanted to band together to work on sustainable
En Afrique, des millions de femmes et d'enfants se heurtent à une dure réalité. Les femmes se lèvent avant l'aube pour chercher du bois de chauffage, risquant leur vie et celle de leurs enfants chaque jour. Les conséquences sont terribles. Les femmes enceintes à un stade avancé accouchent souvent seules, risquant leur vie et celle de leur bébé. Les morsures de serpents, les hémorragies et l'épuisement ne sont que quelques-uns des dangers auxquels elles sont confrontées. Et ce n'est pas seulement les risques pour la santé. L'utilisation entraîne également la déforestation, la désertification et la dégradation de l'environnement. Les feux de forêt et la production de charbon de bois ravagent nos forêts, menacent les moyens de subsistance des générations futures. Pour relever ce défi, nous, le consortium des 54, nous sommes réunis en 2025 pour comprendre les complexités de la cuisson à l'énergie propre, en particulier dans les communautés rurales africaines. C'est pourquoi nous menons des recherches pour identifier des solutions efficaces, informer les politiques et conduire le changement. Nos recherches se sont jusqu'à présent concentrées sur une revue de la littérature sur les solutions de cuisson à l'énergie propre, comme les cuisinières efficaces, les biodigesteurs, etc. Le cadre politique autour de leur adoption et leur impact sur les communautés. Dans la prochaine phase, nous travaillerons avec les parties prenantes locales pour recueillir des données et des informations qui éclaireront le développement de solutions efficaces empiriquement. L'impact potentiel est important. En promouvant la cuisson à l'énergie propre, nous pouvons réduire les risques pour la santé, protéger l'environnement et donner aux femmes et aux enfants les moyens de vivre une vie plus saine et plus productive. L'Afrique
Sorry, I was also thrown out of the meeting, so I'm very sorry, but I finished one video by Amina. Can you all hear me? Yeah, okay, good. Is
Yes,
Amina
again.
here now? And
Yes, hi. Sorry.
okay, would you want to speak anything? Please do.
So yeah, we are at the initial stages of, coming together, and it's very exciting to see very passionate women, and in their own rights, whether individually or through institutions, our members at the 54 Consortium have done a lot. The lady who actually did the speaking is from Mauritania, and we're learning a lot from her. So we're hoping to foster collaboration, collect data, work on policy, awareness and advocacy, as well as conducting impactful research for the whole of African communities working on clean energy for cooking. So thank you for the opportunity, Dr. Renuka, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this some more, because you've been
Thank you so much. Thank you. And, it is very important to show these cases, this type of case studies, because, how to reach population and how to motivate them to do something different or to innovate and to, change the way of what they are doing is very, very hard, very difficult. So congratulations on doing this. So thank you very much for sharing your project with us. So now I have another one project, and I would like to share the video about it.
I am Muguro David, of Graduate.
Sorry?
I am Muguro David, of Graduate and Waste Management.
whereby we tackle the social, economics, and environmental conditions for vulnerable communities through community-based waste management strategy. The strategy is, we implement the strategy through collection of waste materials for production of recycled items, training of other actors regarding alternative livelihood opportunities, waste management and organic farming, and the circular economy and entrepreneurship, thus giving the community a wide range of self-efficiency in waste management. GSFN has improved lives of many smallholder farmers by employing a number of environmental, social, and economic strategies to address poverty and food security. This has made us to address the excessive use of inorganic fertilizer and chemical pesticides that are applied heavily in the fast degrading agricultural soil in Kenya. This is done by composting the municipal biodegradable waste into organic fertilizer, thus reducing the landfill and also increasing crop yields in the farms. At this while, GSFN has tremendously been involved in training other farmers and students and interns from the high learning institution on how to have a good environmental, circular economy entrepreneurship. Our intervention has resulted to the decreased accumulation of excessive amount of nitrates and phosphate in the aquatic ecosystem. Presence of pesticides residues in various foodstuffs associated with mammalian toxicity and a rise in resistance of pests to chemical pesticides. This venture has increased the income to the informal settlers by increasing their income. Therefore, this venture has done a good work to the community and the society at large by decreasing the waste in our environment and also air pollutant to most of our business areas and residential areas, thus giving us an upper hand in environmental conservation. This action has prevented the unpleasant odor and unattractive appearances of piles of uncollected solid waste along streets and in fields and other natural areas, which discourages tourism and the establishment and or maintenance of businesses, while more than 43,000 families and the residents of Kitale are enjoying income and clean environment. Therefore, urban solid waste management is the option for food security and climate change mitigation in our current situation in most major towns. Thank you for listening to me. May God.
Okay, so here I am with, I think many people show their interest, but I haven't got full coverage of videos from them. So that ends from GSFN. If anyone have question, want to discuss anything, then I'm happy to do that. And if anyone here present want to present something, then I would be happy to listen as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Renuka. I would be very much interested to know how you are coordinating these 27,000 partners across the world, and that must be an incredible logistical challenge. How do you do that, to be in touch with them and to coordinate their work?
Thank you so much. It is not 27,000 organizations. It is 8,000 only individuals and organizations. But we, as I mentioned, it is independent interrelations. So in a sense of, I have been approachable by you and you have been approachable to me, isn't it? So that is the way we work. And many of them are organizations, and the leaders of organizations join or talk or connect with me. And so that is how we move forward. For example, there is one organization in Kenya who are closely working with me, and they have adopted me or GSFN as a patron for them. And we do plenty of ground level activities on water quality with them. So, and they take our message and activities together. I only guide them. So that is how we managed this. It is a cascading model, making people take local leadership, and we just guide them. We make them more confident within our, this system, in a sense of when they join us, they feel that, okay, international organization has joined us, but also they are part of this international organization, and they will get this support, the welcome, and the comfort of being with each other. So that is the main idea here, and promote them as much as possible. For example, this one, uh, I just distribute it through email. We never force anyone to come on board. It is their take, and people submit their interest, and we take all the efforts to bring them on board. However, it is up to you, because I send them 3 or 4 times email saying that this is going to be on this time. Just 5 minutes ago, also, I send the email. It is up to them to come on. So we provide all the support that is available. And if people want to take their ownership, then it would be beneficial to them. For example, Ibrahim has been with us from 4 years, and he has been taking part all the time, wherever possible, and growing his own capacities. That is how it is. Thank you very much.
I see. I understand. I understand. And they are all located in Africa or also in Asia?
No,
These
we have
8,000.
all over the world. As I said, 180 countries. And for this year, especially, I have focused in Africa, because my first Global South Summit was in Cameroon. And since then, I was exposed to this African uh, whole area of things, with Africa, from culture to the problems and to the solutions. And I feel that it's even the global attention is towards Africa at the moment, and there is a huge need of just putting confidence and giving them some support. That's all we should be doing. But I think there is a local leadership as well who are trying to grow, and I provide them support whatever I can. It's not a promising one, but of course I try as much as I can.
Understand. Thank you very much.